Well, I did a lot of catching up with Sam last week as we hoped beyond hope that he would make it back from his trek, surviving with no damage, injuries. Nothing should hurt our poor dear Sam. So I wanted to catch up with a few things that other stars have posted lately. But I am gonna start with some behind the scenes because those are just fun. Outlander America shares this first one we're going to take a look at. It just says Wendy Kemp Forbes. Happy Outlander Day. And as you can see, there is a behind the scenes. Something's getting shot. Fairly sure which scene's getting shot. Let's take a look and see what we can hear.
Let's treat Wendy.
28 Bravo, take one, A marker.
Marking Wendy.
A marker.
Let's treat Wendy.
28 Bravo, take one, A marker.
Marking Wendy.
A marker.
I listened to that one twice because I could have sworn it was Sam who said marker at the end there, but it wasn't. It was somebody else who was probably had the right to say marker. At any rate, that's kind of cool. Everybody's sitting around. It would be hard to be like try to get the right emotions and stuff after it's like obvious. It's a scene. I don't know. Takes practice. Pretty cool. Let's see what else I've got here. All right, this one is shared by Outlander Obsessed. This one is a podcast with Lauren Lyle. It says new podcast with guest Lauren Lyle. Tap the link below to listen on the page itself. Let's see what she has to say. It looks like she's chatting about something possibly Outlander like.
Week on Outlander, I remember like my character, she would get a lot of hand-me-downs, but the way the story kind of was, they would reuse stuff from Claire, who's this actress called Katrina Balfe, who's like 6 foot something, a model. We have, I'm 5'4", like we have 3. I'm 5'3", like I'm pretending I'm 5'4". They were like, yeah, we've got to alter this dress, and they altered this dress to fit me, and it just did not fit properly. And I remember for the first time in it, sitting in the car on the way to set, and starting to like have a bit of a panic attack and being like I wasn't, but I was like, oh my god, I really can't breathe, and holy fuck, like what happens if I can't breathe? Like I could pass out, and like feeling completely trapped in this like corset that was so tight. You can't move. You can only breathe really from your chest. You can't breathe from your tummy at all. And I managed to calm myself down because I was like, don't pass out on your first date. That'd be so embarrassing. But also don't panic. Like I was panicking.
Yeah.
And then I got there and I remember saying to the costume girls, like, what would you do if someone passed out? Like, is that not terrible? And she was like, oh, no, don't worry, we would just cut you out. I was like...
Like, it's a totally normal thing.
Right, okay.
So then I'll be passed out and naked.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you want. You want to be passed out and naked because your costume was too tight. No, I think I played that one before, but it was ages ago, and it's... I still think the women, they get the short end of the stick here when it comes to the costumes because the corsets and just all the period... Yeah, all the period underwear that's necessary. The layers upon layers. Probably nice to have in some respects when it's a cold day shooting, but still, more power to them. Nope. I'm going to have enough trouble trying to fit into my dress pantsuit for my son's wedding in June. Yeah, no, I'm not doing corsets. I do have some stuff now from Lauren, who again was super sweet when I met her in November. Outlander Online shares this new photos of Lauren Lyle. Lauren Lyle on Instagram shares these originally, and you would expect the hashtags that are following here: Karen Peary and Marcely Fraser Outlander. And she's got some go-go boots. Those are some nice boots. I need those boots for my Star Trek costume. Those are some great boots. And she's taking a picture in the mirror. Oh, they're visiting horsies. Who doesn't love I love visiting horsies. We get the 4-H fair that comes, that they hold every year. And we always go look at the animals because we're in Indiana and you're supposed to go, see a cow every now and then. It's like a rule. Like live by a barn and go see a cow every now and then. I'm not sure where they are. It's kind of cool that they've got all that foliage right above them. I think that's really very pretty. And they're having a good time. Oh, we're all gussied up. I think this might be one of the pictures that she shared, or a picture from a night she shared some time ago with a similar dress, or maybe that exact dress. I'd have to see if it had the silver hardware on the side. And not to be outdone, we have some really good pictures of Sophie. So Sophie Skelton shares this one. New episode of Outlander drops today, and our girl ain't to be messed with. You know what to do. Oh, yeah, this is from a couple of days ago, so you know, you know. All right. At MGM Plus UK stars full interview in stories for Flaunt Magazine. Flaunt Magazine has been putting a lot of our Outlander folks on there. I don't get Flaunt Magazine, but they do take some amazing pictures, and we see that they must be very popular because I know what Sam's been on there. I want to say Lauren's been on there, Sophie's on there, so we've got a lot of flaunting going on. Really beautiful black and white images here of her. Just like they're really simple, but they're classic. You could see her being a 50s, 40s, starlet. Very, very cool. And like mother, like son, here we go. Blake Johnston Miller and two others share these images. And there are going to be some things from the previous episode that are going to be talked about in here. But I don't think terribly spoilery. We're not going to give a spoiler warning on this, but I am going to just let you know. On your feet, soldier. We just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for all the lovely messages for Blake following 713. I've read them to him, and you all made a little boy very happy. Blake had so much fun filming this episode, and he had a very special core. He has very special core memories he will carry with him for life. We've also been waiting a very long time to praise every member of the Outlander crew that worked on the tunnel scene. Minor spoiler there. What viewers don't get to see is the conditions each scene is filmed in, and on that particular day, the rain was particularly harsh. The puddles he walked through and condensation mist from Jemmy, his breathing were real. Okay, wow, so it was a really chilly cold day for him. It was a rough day as an actor, yeah. But the way every single person pulled together to get the scene finished was beyond incredible. As you can imagine, rain, cold, and being in the middle of the Scottish hills with no phone signal is definitely challenging at the best of times. But even more so when you two have a tight filming schedule to meet. It takes a lot of amazing humans to bring Outlander to life, and without them there would be no show. We were in awe of every single person's dedication that day and can honestly say they are all the glue that binds the show together. As you can see from these photos taken during the dry spells, LOL, Blake had so much fun filming this episode despite the good old Scottish weather. So a special big thanks to Blake's lovely chaperone, Karen, who made sure he was warm, dry, and topped up on cake. Always helpful. We miss you all. Thank you to Outlander Online for the screen grabs. We appreciate the job you do. Yes, because Outlander Online is awesome. And this young man, oh my goodness, I'm really excited to talk about the episode tonight. It might not have been like a big adventurous episode, but a lot of neat stuff happened, and I'm really excited to talk about this young man's performance because, in my opinion, without giving away, again, too many spoilers, he was incredible. Just as well done a scene as any of the adults. Very professional, in my opinion. I thought he did a fantastic job. And you can see from these screen grabs, real emotion, really well done for such a young actor to dig in and pull up, again, the different emotions necessary to really make somebody like us who are just watching the show, believe that this thing is happening. We all know he's been taken away, and now we get to kind of see what he's been going through. It's been rough. I'm guessing this is after the cake. He doesn't look like it's been too rough on him. He looks like a kid just out. He's got his plastic bottle of something to drink. Looks like my daughter would. Well, except she's a girl. Just out chilling. Yeah, and then again, there's the cake. Because every kid, I mean, after that kind of day, quite frankly, you deserve a little present. A little extra game time, a little cake maybe, whatever. One of those two things. I don't get too spoily on it. And just having a nice time. That's great. This is fantastic. Always love the younger folks. I always talk about the ones that are like my kid's age. But he's my kid's age too because I have a wide range from 29 to 9. So a lot of my kids' age folks going on here. And so it's nice to see behind the scenes that these really younger ones, the kids, are taken care of, are treated well and praised for the job they do. It's really wonderful to hear that his mom read to him the comments of the fans who really enjoyed his work. So terrific, wonderful. And it wouldn't be an episode of Katie's Corner in Space, well, at least not an Outlander one, if I didn't include a little Sam in there somewhere. And so I have the fourth and possibly final part of Sam's update on what he did on his Christmas vacation. Not his Christmas vacation, but his little hiking. He took a little walk. Part four says here, and it is from Heughan's Instagram. We hike along the main Trekkies Trail in the Khumbu Valley. My apologies. And I'm going to go through some of these pictures while I read. Stopping at several lodges. Real bed and warm fires are welcome after 2 weeks of tents at high altitudes. Stray dogs, yaks, and perhaps even a snow leopard to keep us company. Memorial Hill for the climbers lost on Everest, a sober reminder. Oh, yeah, that's because especially with before, you could take your own oxygen and tents that were, thermal and coats that were thermal that were, I don't know how you would scientifically created to fight the cold. Yeah, a lot of lives have been lost and are still lost. That's nice and depressing. Let's continue. We climb Kale Patter, 18,500 feet at sunset, and watch the sun bathe Everest and Nepsi in gold light. Head torches guide us back to the warmth, beer, cards, and bowls of steaming noodles. Nice. Gorak Shep, and then finally Base Camp. Base Camp Everest. Sorry about that. We scour the ice falls for ancient climbing equipment and unique stones. Oh, yeah. Then we catch a taxi, a helicopter down the valley past Stingboche village. Sleep is a real bed and breakfast with views of Everest and the upper Khumbu Valley. Returning to Kathmandu and the real world. What an adventure. Like a high altitude dream. Did it even happen? I want to go back. And he ends that with an X for a kiss there. And I am just scrolling through these images. Puppy. Hi, puppy. I like my puppies. Oh, my goodness. That is not a puppy. Alrighty. Very shacky. And yeah, back to civilization with a warm prepared meal and just a beautiful view. That is fantastic. And I know he's not going to see this, but thank you, Sam, for sharing all of this with us. A lot of us are never ever going to come close to making a trek like that and being able to see it through your eyes and get those views thanks to you taking pictures and sharing with your fans. Just truly appreciate that. And I think that can be from all of us because I know we've been, concerned for different things at different levels of how is Sam doing? Is he staying warm enough? Is he eating? Has he fallen off of a cliff, quite literally? And so seeing that he's back and well is just a really nice ending to his entire adventure for us. Because, not to be selfish, but we want to see what he does next. Outlander is done. We want to see what he's going to do next. It's not done for us, though. I'm going to be doing these updates and probably for Blood of My Blood for several years, let's hope, because that Jeep, I'm going to have to make payments on it, so I'm going to need money to come in a little bit at a time for a while. And in that vein, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you enjoyed this channel and haven't done so yet, subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you'll know when the next video does come out. If you haven't already checked it out, go take a look at my video review of The Gathering. I tried to do one live. The sound was awful, so I redid it, included some images. I think it came out better and gives you an idea of how the convention is run. I think it's educational, if nothing else. If you're not sure how to get to or which Outlander convention you like to go to, this one might be one to put on your list. It's definitely on mine. Now, again, take a look tomorrow as well. I'm going to have that review hopefully done tomorrow evening. That's been how I've been able to do it most of the time. Wednesdays are still a possibility, but I should have another video for you as well about our Outlander cast. So yeah, check either one of those out or both. A big thank you to my members. Thanks so much for joining, for supporting me, especially over this last year when things have been a little busy and hectic. I really do appreciate that extra support. And also, just a thank you to everybody for joining me this past year. It's been fun to watch this channel grow little by little, and that wouldn't have happened if it weren't for you. Now, if you didn't get enough Outlander information from this video and you're not sure if you want to wait for the next one, please do check out either of my playlists for Outlander. They are both waiting for new seasons, and there's some fun stuff in there. So go check them out. Maybe you missed something. Maybe you liked it enough you want to watch it again. But whatever video you do choose, I'll see you there. I'll see you there.